This tutorial is going to help you to download Dropbox on your personal computers, on your computer at school, and on your iPad, so you can use it to save your documents and have them free to access at any time, as long as you have an internet connection. You can download Dropbox on as many computers as you personally use, but you can access Dropbox.com after you create a login, username and password. You can actually log into their website and access your documents on any computer. It doesn't have to have Dropbox downloaded on it, so it's really, really convenient because you have your documents and files everywhere you go. First, if you want to download it on your personal computer at home or at school, the desktop computer, you just go to Dropbox.com. This is the page it brings you to. You create a username, password, email, agree to the terms, hit download Dropbox, and it'll take you the rest of the way. If you are using your iPad to download it, I'll show you on the next slide. Here's what it would look like if you were downloading Dropbox on your iPad. You just go to the App Store, search for Dropbox. Whoa. Search for Dropbox, and it's this app here. Looks like a little box, and just hit install, and it'll take you through. You gotta type in your password and stuff, and then it should pop up on your screen, like so. This icon that I have is actually a link to their website. I don't know why I have both. I actually only use this one when I'm doing QR codes or chirping things to students. Now, you might be wondering, now you have Dropbox saved, downloaded on all of your computers, but how do you save to Dropbox? Well, when you go to, like a Word document, if you go to File, Save As, on the left-hand column, you should be able to scroll and find the actual words that say Dropbox. So you can actually save it directly to Dropbox, and it will automatically save it there, and you just hit save, and you're done. It's there. No more trouble. If you're using a Mac, after you've downloaded it, there will be an icon at the top right-hand corner of your desktop computer that looks like the little box with the green check. If you ever need to access your files quickly, you can click on that little box and hit Open File, and you'll have all your files there listed. Or you can also go to the website, Dropbox.com, and sign in, and your files are there also. Or you can go to the app on your iPad, and all your files will be there as well. Here's what it looks like if you open Dropbox on your iPad. I've got lots of things saved in my Dropbox. I'm going to show you how to use this to chirp to students. I've chosen a PDF. I like to save in PDF because it crosses over different computers much smoother than using a Word document or Keynote or stuff like that. So PDF is really universal. So I saved it as a PDF. If you need help with that, I can help you with that. But I saved it as a PDF, and then I clicked this little button that's a square with a little arrow, and then it says, how would you like to share this file? If you would like to chirp it or make a QR code, you actually do the same thing. You click Copy Link to Clipboard. What that does is Dropbox creates a web address for this particular PDF document called Chirping a PDF to Students, and it creates a link to it. So we're copying that link to a clipboard out in space so that we can paste it in other programs. So click Copy Link to Clipboard. Then I got out of Dropbox program by hitting the home button and opened up my Chirp app. This is what the icon looks like if you haven't downloaded it, and it's free from the App Store as well, but you have to look for it under iPhone apps. You won't find it under iPad apps. Here's the next thing. When you open up Chirp, this is what you see. All you have to do is hit the plus sign down here, and that will allow you to add a link. This is the next screenshot you get when you hit the plus sign. You are next going to hit add a link. Now paste that link into the menu bar, whatever it's called, and you do that by holding your finger down for just a second and then letting go, and you will get this select all and paste option. So all you do is hit paste. Here I've pasted, but be careful, because if there are two, it automatically puts http://, and if you have that already in the web address when you paste the link, sometimes it puts it twice, and if that happens, it will not work. So you have to delete the http:// by just putting your finger over right there and then backspacing to make it go away. So here's what it should look like. Now all you have to do is hit go. Once you hit go, this is what you get. You are now ready to chirp to students. All you have to do is ask the students to open up their Chirp app and turn their volume up. Make sure your volume is up, and then hit the big yellow button. Make sure the class is quiet too, it helps. Once you chirp it to them, if they click on the thing that pops up, they click on it, just tap on it once, they're going to get these two options. Ask them to open it in Safari. So they just click this button here. Sorry, this slide is blurry, but this is what your kids are going to see when they click that little globe, that last little button. What you want them to do is download, because they do not have Dropbox, only you do. When they hit download, I'll show you what it looks like on the next slide. This is what they see. I have my kids open in Goodreader because you can annotate or write on top of PDF documents, but you can also have them click this button. And when they click this button, you get more options if you want to open it in Pages or any other apps that they might have. I don't know what else they would have. I know our middle school students have Pages, and I think that's about it. And then if you have it, say, open in Goodreader, what it'll do is it'll actually take them to the Goodreader app. It'll open it up in Goodreader, and you are ready to go. You have now shared a document with your students. They can annotate, they can copy, they can paste, save, do whatever they want with it. Now I'm going to show you how to use that link that you copied to the clipboard in cyberspace to make a QR code. So if you go to, on any internet, www.qrstuff.com, you will get this website. If you paste that link into number 2, where it says website URL, you will be able to make your QR code. Now hit download QR code. And this is what you'll see. Now, if you're using your iPad, the only way you can print this is if you have a wireless printer. So I would suggest doing this on your desktop computer that is connected to a printer. But then you could take this from here and print it out. You could tape it to a worksheet. You could post it on a wall in your classroom. Possibilities are endless. Here I'm going to show you how you can use the Pages app to actually make a QR code for an actual document that they create in Pages, or you could even you do something as a teacher and chirp it to them. You create something in Pages and chirp it to them. But maybe for lower school, you could have kids do a like all about me or whatever topics. I see the stuff in the windows all the time. They could actually, it could be a new way to showcase your student work. You can assign a QR code to each student's work and then post the QR code in the window and have the kids actually scan the QR code so they can see their classmates' work. And that would just be done in Pages. They would take a picture with the camera, put the picture inside Pages app. It's actually really easy. You just hit this little plus sign up here and you find a picture, and then they would type their little story about the picture or whatever, and then you would go to the little wrench and hit share and print. Once you hit share and print, you want to open in another app. After that, I would save it again as a PDF. That way you can save it in Dropbox. Here's where you get to choose an app. Just click choose app. And then open in Dropbox. There's one last step. It's going to ask you to name your document. So you can name your document whatever you want and then hit save. Now it's going to be in your Dropbox folder. If you click the Dropbox app or go to the website in www.dropbox.com, you can get it, or even on your desktop computer, you can pull it up and do whatever you want with it. You can print it now. You can use the link to make a QR code. You can also use the link to chirp it out to students, and probably many other things that I don't even know yet.